Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today is going to be absolutely awesome. So I've been debating on posting this YouTube video, to be honest with you, but you know what, I'm going to do it. But a little disclaimer here, I'm not going to release the actual individual or the company that tuned my truck. I'm not going to do that, so sorry about that. If you guys have been following my build with the LBZ, I just installed the Reroute diesel injectors. So they're 60 over injectors. Of course, better flow, better performance. However, the truck's been running like absolute crap. Now, don't get me wrong, when I installed the injectors, the truck is a lot quieter, so that really helps. So I can really tell a difference right when I install those injectors, but at the same time, it's super smoky. So I'm gonna show you guys a few clips before and after. I'll go ahead and give you guys a little test drive. I'm actually sitting at the diesel pump right now. I'm getting fuel at the moment. Not only that, it's not snowing right now, so there's no salt on the ground that I know of. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the truck cleaned up here, and then we'll go ahead and take it on the test drive. Alright guys, so I'm done with the car wash. So in this video right here, I'm gonna post some before videos from just some older clips that I have of the Duramax of it idling and then of course running, but you guys can literally hear the difference, to be honest with you. I knew it from the moment I started the truck, because you know, you get that clack 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 while it's idling, like super idly, you know, liftery noise injectors, and you don't hear it that much. It's super quiet. I don't even have my mic on my camera right now. It's that quiet in here. I always have my mic facing towards me when I'm talking to the camera. Right when I put it in drive, you can hear it, which is fine. I mean, I want to hear my motor, don't get me wrong, but before it was super loud when I put it in drive like that. Tell you what though, the joy of lifted trucks, man, trying to drive through these little itty bitty car washes. It's tough to find a really large car wash in my area, but it is what it is. I actually have a power washer at home, but to do that stuff at 28 degrees, I really don't plan on driving my truck at all in the winter. I know I said that initially, but man, I got such a good deal on that skid steer, I couldn't pass it up. And really, do you really think that my Tahoe can haul that skid steer? Probably, but let's be honest, you know, I need something a little stronger. So here we go. This is the truck before it was tuned at idle. Now listen to it now, it sounds amazing. And then here's the other side. As you guys can tell, a lot quieter. But enough with the sound stuff here. Let's talk about performance, man. So before, the truck dumping excessive black smoke after the 60 overs were installed. We all knew it needed a tune. We all knew that. By the way, the truck is and was currently tuned. Old school tunes. I think you guys have heard of him before. Idaho Rob. I think you guys have heard of him. But yeah, I know they shut him down a long time ago. But I was running Idaho Rob EFI Live. That's what I was running in my truck. And you know, with all the extra stuff that I've been doing in my motor, like the bigger injectors, the intake system, all that stuff, I really haven't had any real custom tuning. So I think we're about due. So before, I think I peaked about 28 PSI, and right now I'm currently running the RDS 68mm turbo. Love it, I talk about it all the time, and I think that the custom tuning really comes into play when you have a bigger turbo, and then of course you have bigger injectors. So before it was tuned 28 PSI, that's the highest that I hit. Let's see what we do now, guys. The only thing that I'm a little nervous about, honestly, is my stock CP3 at the moment, which I will be doing in the future. This year, I plan on installing a 12mm CP3 pump. Right now, my CP3 is living on borrowed time. So yes, I'm a little nervous about giving her the berries a little bit. I'm not going to give it all the way, but let's do this, guys. I think that was 34 PSI. Wow. 34 PSI. I'm pretty sure I read that right. I'll have to look at the readings on the fuel rail pressure. Unfortunately, my EGT probe is not working at the moment, so I will need a new one. So that kind of sucks. However, I'm pretty satisfied, guys. Seriously, 34 PSI on a 68 Charger. Wow. And then we talked about excessive smoke. Let me see if I can get a good clip for you guys. Unfortunately, we're going to have to do it from the window. By the way, I'm in Canada right now on a back road. I understand that it's unburnt fuel that can be converted into horsepower. I totally get it. That's not my goal, okay? My goal is to have a clean running diesel motor, great drivability, just great MPGs. It's not gonna be really too concerned if the truck isn't like overly fast or anything like that. Let's be real, it's got ridiculous huge 22s on it, 35-inch tires, and it's heavy. So, you know, I'm not expecting to go fast. I'll just kind of roll into it a little bit and then give her about half. I'd say we'll give her about half. Maybe 3/4. We'll see. We'll see. Man, listen to that turbo. Man, she sounds beautiful. See, these are the days when I'm proud to be an American right here. I know they're just things, guys. It's just materialistic crap that one day is just gonna rust and rot away. But you know what? Working hard and paying yourself back in small little ways like this. I tell you what though, this hobby right here is better than me doing drugs and drinking and stuff. You know what I'm talking about. All right, guys, let's do a little roll into, just a little roll, nothing crazy. Oh yeah. Yeah, she's moving. That was about, I'd say that was about half, right in between half and 3/4. It wasn't all the way berries. Yeah, I was just spinning. Oh yeah. Yeah, right when she hooked, the back tires just started roasting. Oh man, I'm having too much fun with the truck. I need to put it away. The salt's gonna be coming here probably next week. So if you guys have been following my build, what's been going on with my truck last year, I essentially, without removing the cab, basically I removed the bed, I removed everything that I possibly could, and I sandblasted the frame, and then I grinded it down to almost bare metal, and then I actually used chassis saver, and then also a buddy of mine, Jameson, he's a body guy, he came over and helped me do rockers and cab corners, which was very helpful. And then when I was done with all the body work and everything was all done, I sent it off to the paint guy. The paint guy painted it Victory Red, as you guys see now, which looks amazing. I'm really happy with the paint. It's rust free, and I just want to keep it looking nice, if you know what I'm saying. I mean, I spent a lot of time and money. So for some of you guys that are like, oh, it's a truck, blah, blah, okay, I get it, it's a truck. You know, I understand that, but man, I put a lot of time and money into this thing, so I'm trying to keep it nice. Another thing that I didn't tell you guys initially, when I installed the injectors, don't get me wrong, the truck was running super smooth. I mean, you could tell a difference off the bat right when you drove it. Matter of fact, Bitterroot Diesel actually contacted me and told me that a few of my injectors were faulty when they looked at it, which I wasn't surprised anyways. You guys saw the tips on those. They were bad. They were horrible. But on top of that, after I installed them, the transmission was shifting crazy. And it wasn't doing that before. The truck has been tuned, the truck isn't shifting. So basically, when I installed those injectors, the transmission would shift hard and then kind of like pause for a second and then kick into the next gear. Like it was kind of scary, actually. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, oh man, here we go. But it wasn't a transmission issue, it was a tuning issue. When you have bigger injectors, of course, you're dumping more fuel, and then your computer is still calling for the same amount of air, and it's crazy. So your truck's just gonna be all out of whack. So that's why it's important to get it tuned, especially if you get a bigger turbo. That's another thing. You do have the DSP-5 switch, so I do have the 5 levels on the fly tuning. But either way, it's on the fly. So when you're driving, this is actually your optimized stock. Level 2 is kind of like your econ tune. Level 3 could be, it really just depends on your tuner, but level 3 could be like a turbo brake or a tow tune. And level 4 could be a race tune, so on and so forth. What do I drive on? It really just depends on how I'm feeling that day, to be honest with you. But I think it's kind of cool to be in either 2 or 3. For some of you guys always rocking the hot tune and just beating on it, you know, I mean, eventually something's gonna fail. So it's not good for the motor to be constantly on it all the time. As you guys can tell, a lot quieter. I know you guys are asking me, why do you not put your inner fenders back on? Because I'm always working on my truck, that's why. I'm always working in there, man. So It's a lot easier when I have them off, so I'm not constantly putting them back on, taking them off. When I finally feel that I'm good, I'll put my inner fenders back on, I promise. I figured I'd take you guys along for the journey because I just had the truck tuned. It's actually a really big deal to me, so I figured I'd share it to you guys. And then of course I'm gonna leave all my modifications in the description below, so if you guys are interested in sort of following my build or doing something similar to what I'm doing. So I'm really big into coupon codes to help you guys. That's why I always stress my coupon codes to you guys, so I'll leave that in the description as well. I must say big shout out to Bitterroot Diesel, because those injectors, I'm telling you, are a home run right now. With it really helped the build along, as well as that tune, and then, you know, of course the turbo and the transmission and, you know, the HSP kit and all that. It's just really coming together, so I'm really happy about it. And then one more thing before I close out the video, I am ramping up for another giveaway, which will be very shortly. It actually came off of my Duramax, so I'm gonna be doing a giveaway on that. It's actually more of a sweepstakes, register to win sort of situation. I'll leave my truckmasterdiesel.com website in there. But just a heads up, if you've already ordered something on my website, anything from January 1st till now, you're already automatically entered in to win. That's how I have it sort of work. But I'll release what it is soon. Actually, I think it'd be kind of cool. Leave in the comments below what you guys think I'm doing on the next giveaway. I'm just curious. I'll read those. So, oh yeah, by the way, follow me at my Instagram if you don't already know that. It's going to be at truck_master07. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you guys on the next video. Take care.